when you say OP, you are actually using a new pronoun. If you spend enough time in the internet, and we all do, you eventually find the words OP being thrown around. But at first you probably weren't sure what they meant. That's because OP can have up to 3 meanings depending on the context. In the context of video games, OP stands for overpowered, and it refers to characters, attacks, or weapons that are way too powerful, like the blue shell in Mario Kart. In the context of TV shows, especially anime, OP stands for the opening song of a show. And finally, in the context of websites that rely mostly in user content, like Reddit, 4chan, Imgur, or 9gag, OP stands for the original poster, the person who originally uploaded the picture, GIF, video, or text that is being commented on. And I'm here to argue that it is beginning to work as a new pronoun, the first addition of technology to language, not in lexicon, but in grammar, a new personal pronoun between the second and the third person. Let's backtrack a bit. Most languages have 3 kinds of pronouns. First-person pronouns refers to the person who is speaking or the people they are speaking for. English has we and I. Second-person pronouns refers to the people you are speaking with. English only has you. And finally, third-person pronouns refer to the people or things you are speaking about. English has he, she, it, and they. It is this distinction between the people you are speaking with and the people you are speaking about that OP as a word is beginning to blur. Imagine the comment, "Great job, OP." You are not just saying that to OP, else you could send a private message to that person. But you are also telling that to everyone else, and you can have a conversation in the comments about OP's work with or without OP joining in at any point. This non-locality of speakers arises from the fact that while in face-to-face conversations people either are or are not in the conversation, in the internet everyone is in an intermediate state. Since everyone is just screaming their thoughts to the wind, everyone is free to join the conversation at any point if they so choose. To see how OP as a new word fits in this picture, let's imagine another comment like, "OP is very funny." You could also write, "You are very funny," to tie directly to OP. But here, if anyone else replies to your comment, well, they were not the people you wanted to speak with. You could also write, "They are very funny," to talk about OP, but not to them. And here, while OP's reply might be a nice surprise, it was uninvited nonetheless. All of this stems from the fact that when you use either a second-person pronoun or a third-person pronoun, you are effectively announcing your intentions of having a conversation with a specific set of people. And what OP as a word does here is create a Venn diagram of both sets, and in the intersection we find, well, everyone. Because OP is not just the person you are speaking about, but it's also who you could be speaking with. This makes a lot of sense when you think about it, because the internet created the possibility to have conversations with potentially everyone, so language needed to adapt to those possibilities. Try it. Try thinking about a situation in which you could tell someone something about themselves without demanding their attention, but also inviting everyone hearing to join the conversation. It would be cumbersome at best. I guess the only situation I can think of is if you were walking by the street and you saw a street performer, and then you loudly announce when you think about the street performer to everyone in the street. Are YouTubers like street performers? In the end, I think this is just the first of such changes that we will see in our lifetimes, as new possibilities are created and language adapts to them. And while we wait for them, tell me what you think they will be in the comments.